Kia has been quietly leveling up over the years, moving from value-driven rides to models that actually turn heads. The company has a growing fan base in the US, and every move they make now gets a lot of attention. With 2027 just around the corner, there's a fresh lineup coming in, packed with updates, fresh tech, and some new models that might surprise you. We've lined up the top 6 Kia rides for 2027, ranking them from the ones that matter less to the ones you'll really want to watch. Join us as we explore the world of wheels. Subscribe now and buckle up for the adventure. Number 6. 2027 Sorento. Starting off our list, the 2027 Sorento is shaping up to be interesting, even if we haven't seen the full redesign. Right now, it's mostly speculation, but there are clues if you watch other SUVs in the lineup. The Telluride's bold styling seems like a likely influence, but don't expect a downsized version of the 3-row rig. Kia usually adds unique tweaks, so the 2027 Sorento should feel more agile and modern, without losing that family-friendly vibe. Under the hood, we might see the usual mix of gas, hybrid, and maybe even plug-in options, keeping it practical but efficient. Inside, it's likely to step up in tech, with smarter infotainment and more comfort-focused touches. Kia's been pushing hard there lately. It's not the flashiest SUV on the horizon, but it's the kind of vehicle that quietly does a lot right, and if the redesign hits as we expect, the Sorento could suddenly feel like a serious contender in the mid-size SUV game. Number 5. 2027 Carnival. Next up is the minivan. Let's face it, this segment isn't what it used to be, but a few models are still holding strong, and the Carnival is definitely one of them. It stepped in after the Sedona and carved out its own space as a practical, no-nonsense family commuter. That's exactly the kind of reputation Kia is building. Vehicles that just work for real life. The new 2027 Carnival isn't bringing a massive shake-up, but that's part of its appeal. It's comfortable, roomy, and loaded with features families actually use, not just flashy extras. Even without huge changes, it's a big player in the segment, and for many people, it's one of the Kia models you can't ignore. It's not loud, but it knows its role, and it nails it. Number 4. 2027 Sportage. The compact crossover is the best seller in the family. Well, it's not shocking. Sportage is in the hottest segment in the automotive world right now. The compact crossover got a major update this season, but Kia isn't slowing down in 2027. Expect more tweaks and trims to keep it fresh and competitive. From what we're hearing, there could be something new on the horizon. Maybe a grade that leans harder into off-road territory than the current X Pro, or even a performance-oriented GT package. That's exciting because it shows Kia's not just updating features for the sake of it. They're thinking about fun, versatility, and giving people options. For anyone in the market for a compact SUV that does a bit of everything, the Sportage continues to be a safe, solid, and surprisingly lively choice. Number 3. 2027 Stinger. The Stinger is coming back, and it feels like Kia's way of saying, we can do more than just practical SUVs and family haulers. The sporty sedan made a bit of a quiet exit a few years ago, but the 2027 version is aiming to turn heads again. The GT package is still around, promising the kind of punchy power and sharp handling that got enthusiasts excited the first time. This comeback is about credibility. Kia wants the Stinger to show that it can compete with the sportier European sedans, and that it can be fun to drive while still being a daily car. Fresh design, sharper tech, and a few surprises under the hood are certain, even before the company officially announced the return. So, for anyone who thought Kia was just playing in the safe, practical lane, the Stinger's return is a reminder that the company has some teeth when it wants to. Number 2. 2027 Telluride. When the company first dropped the 3-row SUV a few years back, it felt like a statement. That clear intent paid off, and now the redesign for 2027 is here with some genuine upgrades. Telluride is one of the cornerstones of Kia's US lineup, and the changes push it into a more upscale space without losing the family-friendly roots that made it a hit. The body itself has grown a bit. Longer wheelbase translates into more interior room and extra cargo space. It's not just about size though. The whole design leans into Kia's current styling language with a stronger stance and sharper lighting cues. The cabin steps up too with larger digital screens, premium materials, and comfort touches that edge toward luxury rather than basic utility. That's especially obvious if you check out features like available front relaxation seats with leg rests or heated seats even back in the third row. The 2027 Telluride really shakes up expectations under the hood. Kia moved away from the old V6 in favor of a turbocharged 2.5-liter four-cylinder as standard, which brings more torque and smoother throttle response. If you want even more punch and better efficiency, the new turbo hybrid option combines the engine with electric assistance for 329 horsepower and a surprisingly high mileage estimate for a big SUV. For people who like to wander off the pavement, the upgraded X-Pro trim brings increased ground clearance, all-terrain tires, and more capable four-wheel drive systems. All told, the 2027 Telluride isn't just the next version of a familiar name. It's a confident evolution. But still, one model will steal the show and take the top spot. Number 1. 2027 Tasman. The pickup is stepping into the spotlight, and this is a big deal. The company already proved it could play in the three-row SUV game, and now moving into the truck market. That's a bold leap. What's more important, it shows Kia really means business. The Tasman has already shown potential internationally, and now it's gearing up for the US, where the competition is fierce and the stakes are high. The design leans into a boxy look, which is refreshing compared to the usual soft-edged pickups. We don't have the full specs yet, but if Kia follows the modern trends, expect turbocharged and hybrid options that balance power, efficiency, and versatility. Pricing will be critical too, because hitting the right sweet spot could make the Tasman a serious contender rather than just another entry on the lot. Even with some no's, the debut of the pickup truck earns it the top spot on the 2027 Kia lineup. It's more than just a new model. Kia isn't just building cars and SUVs anymore. It's stepping into territory where performance, practicality, and reputation all collide. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time.